ahead on Daytime Buffalo, we celebrate international Black women in the arts with an iconic artist and curator of the Queen City, Tiffany Gaines. And Valentine's Day is quickly approaching, so we've got Watson Chocolates in with a sample of what you can get for your sweetheart. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Well, it's the International Week of Black Women in the Arts, and we're celebrating with the local artist and curator, Tiffany Gaines. Welcome, Tiffany. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I'd love for you to start off by giving us a little bit about your background and how you fell into becoming an art curator.
It's funny, that's such a perfect way to describe it. I literally fell into it. It started about 7 years ago. I started working at the Birchfield Penny Art Center in admissions and at the museum store, actually. And I had gone to Buff State for journalism, and so I had a writing background. And spending some time at the front desk, I really wanted to learn more about what goes into working in museums and curating exhibitions. And so I had an opportunity to write artist biographies for our website. We keep a record of Western New York artists. And starting to write artist biographies, it really just grew from there. And I had an opportunity to curate my first exhibition and have been curating ever since.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What is it like for you to be able to represent your culture in the arts world, especially in such a pivotal role, I would say?
It's really an honor and a huge responsibility. Western New York has such a rich history of artistic production and cultural institutions, predominantly, really, especially with Black artists and artists of color. And so being able to highlight so many stories that could easily be forgotten or lost to time. It really feels so special and really makes me feel so connected to the community and being able to shine a light on all the incredible artists and histories that exist here.
Why is representation, especially in art, so important?
Well, art is a space for us to explore other perspectives, other experiences that go beyond our own. And the only way to really do that is to have a diverse representation of ideas and people and experiences and histories in those spaces. And museums have historically had a limited perspective in the type of art and artists that are showcased. And so one way that we continue to change that narrative is to have diverse artists, diverse art practices represented in the museums.
Well, let's talk about the two exhibits you've curated at the Birchfield Penny and Dyer Arts and Cultural Center.
Yeah, so at the Birchfield Penny right now is Wilhelmina Godfrey, I Am What I Am. And that's an incredible retrospective exhibition of work by an incredible Black woman artist, Wilhelmina Godfrey, whose work has largely gone, hasn't been seen in 30 or so years. And so I worked about 3 or 4 years finding her work and bringing it all together for this retrospective, which has really been a passion project for me the last few years. So I'm so excited that that's on view. The exhibition at Niagara Arts and Cultural Center is a little bit different in that I'm included in it as an artist and got to work with the curator, Ari Moore and Doretha Edwards, two incredible Black women artists who I'm so excited included my photographs in the exhibition alongside so many other incredible Black women artists.
Well, you kind of established yourself as an art curator, but now you're leaning into your other passion, which is your photography. And you're actually going to be moderating a panel for photographers later this week, right? So tell us about that.
Yeah, so coming up on Thursday will be a panel discussion of Black photographers in Western New York. So I'll be moderating a conversation with some incredibly talented Black photographers in Buffalo in the Western New York region. And I'm so excited to be back at the Castellani. I did a panel discussion with them last year, so it's exciting to be able to moderate and to shine a light on some of the incredibly talented Black photographers that we have here in the city.
Well, Tiffany, you're so young But you've already made such a name for yourself in the arts world. I know that you won Best Curator, right, in Buffalo's Free?
Yeah.
And what does it mean for you to be able to kind of hit the ground running in your career at such a young age?
Oh my God, it's such an honor. And honestly, sometimes it feels so surreal that this is my life. You know, I came here from New York City, from Brooklyn, to go to school and never expected to be in Buffalo as long as I have been and to be able to do the things that I've been able to do. But it has really been so meaningful how people in the community and the arts community in general have just been so welcoming and have given me so much space to grow and evolve and find my passion working in the arts, and have been so incredibly supportive throughout this entire journey. So I'm just so grateful to be able to do what I do every day.
Well, how can people see more of your art and keep up with all that you have going on?
Well, I wish I could keep up with myself better. But I would say to, follow the Birchfield Penny on social media, on Instagram and Facebook. Most of the exhibitions that I curate are there, but also follow me on Instagram. I try to post all of the things that I have going on my Instagram page, it's Tiffany with 3 Ys. So that's the best place to keep up with what I have going on.
Well, thank you so much for coming in and letting us celebrate you this week. Viewers, if you would like more information on the exhibits that Tiffany has curated, you can visit birchfieldpenny.org or the NACC.org, and as well as connecting with her on Instagram at _it's Tiffany to see more of her art. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much, Chelsea.